Hey, Cameron Fontana, he is having some Halloween fun this morning.
He is. He is live at Ohio Village, and oh, that's creepy, Cam.
Hello, Karen. Well, we're getting ready for the second weekend of All Hallows Eve here at Ohio Village. And today I'm a fortune teller, and I'm seeing a vision in your future. It looks like we're visiting the Undertaker. We're talking about tickets, and we're also seeing another fortune teller. So we're going to toss it back to you, Buck. Buck, what do you see in our future for the weather?
I see a lot of rain for this morning.
Around town this morning, Cameron Fontana, he is going back in time to celebrate Halloween.
Yes, he is. He's live at Ohio Village for All Hallows Eve.
Cameron, what is going on?
Hey, Cam.
Sorry, guys, I'm getting a premonition about Emmy right now, and she's about to do an interview with me. I don't know where that came from. Hi, Emmy. How you doing? Oh, wait a minute. Is this the interview?
This is the
I
interview.
was right.
Oh, you're so good.
So, All Hallows Eve. This is so exciting. Second weekend going on. For people that don't know what this is, what is it?
All Hallows Eve is our 19th century Halloween celebration right here in Ohio Village, and it's a great event for families, and it's a fun way to celebrate the holiday from history.
Right, and you take a step back in history, and in years past, I think last year you were in the 1860s, but we've moved ahead, haven't we?
Yeah, we've moved to the 1890s, so we've got a few new experiences for folks. It's a little refreshed, so they'll see a lot of their old favorites, but if they've never been here before, it'll be super fun, lots to see.
And one of the big kind of staples of this event is the Headless Horseman, correct?
Yes, every year we do a telling of the legend of Sleepy Hollow by the bonfire. And if you're lucky, you'll see the Headless Horseman make an appearance.
That's so exciting. So when is this happening? When can people come out?
Oh, it's this weekend, October 22nd, Saturday from 5:30 to 9:30. People can get more information about tickets and things like that at ohiohistory.org.
Perfect. And can they come in this Museum of Oddities too?
Yes, the Museum of Oddities. It's always a fan favorite. People love this place. It's like a fun area of curiosity and wonder.
I do want to point out some of these. Like here, you have the actual locusts from the Plague of Egypt. Are you kidding me? Look at on the wall.
I know.
The map of the three wise men. See the star? You were here. I love it.
I love it. It's a super fun thing.
These are priceless, guys. We're going to toss it back to you. Did you see the last thing Marie Antoinette saw?
Thank you.
The basket. Do you get it?
That's my favorite.
It is 7:52, and around town this morning, Cameron Fontana is experiencing a 19th century Halloween.
Like only Cameron Fontana can. He is live at the Ohio Village for All Hallows Eve this weekend. Cam, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. So now we've stepped inside this 1890s schoolhouse, correct, Emmy?
That's right.
So this is one of the experiences people can have at All Hallows Eve this weekend. What can they do in this room?
This room is where we're going to examine phrenology.
What's phrenology?
So phrenology was a 19th century science. It was the study of the skull, and specifically the indentations on the skull. And it was thought that depending on where you had indentations and dents, that formed your personality. So for instance, if you had an indentation here, you might be a little bit more selfish.
Okay.
It helped you determine intelligence.
Look at that. I had no idea that even existed.
Well, you know, it's not really a science these days.
But back then, people would have like stayed true to that and said, oh, this is definitely 100% true.
It was extremely popular amongst Victorian academic circles, and people really took a lot of stock into this.
So people can come in here, whether you're an adult or you're a kid, and kind of see, okay, there's an indentation here, and it's really interactive, right?
It is absolutely interactive, very immersive, and that's really what we tried to do for the entire All Hallows Eve experience.
Nice. Well, we're going to toss it back to you. Adam, I'm going to telepathically feel your skull. I'm feeling the back of indent right there. What is that? Oh, selfish sentiments. Does that sound familiar? Selfish sentiments.
Burn.
He got me.
Burn. At first I was
Spot
jealous,
on.
like, why aren't you reading my future? But then he burned you.
It's classic Cam. Cameron, thank you.
Well, around town, Ohio Village presents All Hallows Eve.
It's an evening of old-fashioned family Halloween fun.
Cameron Fontana this morning is live at Ohio Village, where he's taking a step back in time for a 19th century celebration.
Ooh, it's creepy, Cam.
That's right, guys. We have now stepped inside something very scary. The decor of the 1890s. Whoa! It is pretty scary, though, to think, like, back then, they still tried to scare each other and have jack-o'-lanterns, right?
Yeah, they were spooky.
Okay, so where are we in right now, Emmy?
So we are in our H&P Women's Study Club, which is our masquerade party at All Hallows Eve.
So is this something they used to do in the 19th century?
Yes, they would decorate with lots of harvest items like leaves and corn stalks and jack-o'-lanterns.
That's horrifying.
But it was a lot of fun. It was lighthearted.
Oh, really?
Yes, they played a lot of games, but they did have, you know, that element of ghost spooky tales as well.
And we also have an example of a costume from back then, right? What is this?
So this costume, the theme is night. So you'll see a lot of stars. You see a little wand there.
I love how literal they were.
They
in the
were.
costume, it's like, hey, I'm going to be night. We're going to put stars on.
Yes, yes. So today you'll see a lot of characters that people portray, but back then it was a party dress.
That is so neat.
And so that's how the costumes looked in the 1890s, and you'll see a lot of them this weekend.
Yeah.
At All Hallows Eve, you'll see people in masquerade masks.
Ooh, I love it, by the way. You
Thank
look great.
you. Thanks
and
so much.
And people are free to tour these rooms and look at and take pictures?
Absolutely. Bring pictures. They can dress up themselves if they'd like to and make a weekend of it.
Nice. And then where can people get their tickets?
They can get their tickets at the door. You
Okay.
can find out more at ohiohistory.org.
Perfect. Well, we're going to toss it back to you guys. And coming up next, what are we doing, Emmy?
Oh, we're going to go visit the Undertaker and see what he's up to.
Now that's horrifying.
Yes, that is definitely
That's
a little
horrifying.
spooky.
All right,
Little
let's
spooky.
go.
Sounds like a fun trip.
There's some fascinating info. If you've never been out there to Ohio Village,
Yeah.
it is so worth the time.
Around town, there is a chance to enjoy an evening of 1890s style family fun.
Tomorrow is All Hallows Eve. Good day, Columbus reporter Cameron Fontana is at Ohio Village this morning with more on that. Cam?
That is right, guys. It is now time for the fortune teller, that's me, I'm trying to point at myself, to meet the true fortune teller, Madam Victoria. How are you doing, Madam?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Good. So what do you have in store in the realm of the future for people that come to All Hallows Eve?
Oh, it's wonderful. We have 8 fortune-telling tents. You can stand in line and get your fortune read, your palm read, tarot cards, all kinds of things. And then in every building, there's another fortune-telling game. You can find your true love, what you're going to be when you grow up. Wonderful, wonderful things.
How popular was fortune telling and tarot cards and everything?
Well, Halloween is the one time of the year where the gates open, and so magic works. And so that's why they did a lot of fortune telling, because it's the only time it's real and that they're going to be able to really see your future.
That kind of makes sense. Okay, so example, I'm anyone coming to All Hallows Eve. I come to you. What happens?
So in tarot, you're the questioner. You need to ask the cards.
I ask the tough questions.
You ask the tough questions.
Okay.
Ask the cards a question.
Okay.
Better if it's not just yes or no.
All right.
And then the top card will be revealed, and that will reveal your fortune.
Okay, so I'm supposed to ask a question?
So ask the cards a question.
Okay. I think I got one. Okay.
Okay.
So the Buckeyes were really close against Wisconsin last week. We got Penn State this weekend. I want to know how Ohio State's going to do the rest of the season.
Okay.
Okay, this is really important.
The top card will tell us.
What's that?
It's the Chariot. The
Oh, is that
Chariot
good or
means
bad?
success, triumph, and dynamic action. So
Yes!
I
Well,
think-
see, actually, I knew that. I knew that was going to happen.
I think everybody knew that.
Right, yeah. I think I knew, as the fortune teller and as a common Ohio State fan, I think success is in the Buckeyes' future. Thank you, Madam Victoria.
You're very welcome.
Can I get OH?
I.O.
Ooh, back to you guys. Looks like the Buckeyes are going to win.
Very nice.
I
Thanks,
like
Cam.
you as a fortune teller after all.
Tomorrow, there's an opportunity for the whole family to have some Halloween fun.
That's right. Cameron Fontana, he is out at the Ohio Village with all the details on All Hallows Eve. Hi, Cord.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. This is perfect weather for All Hallows Eve in the Halloween season, right?
It is. It's very blustery, very windy, and spooky.
Yeah, and you know, Marshall mentioned earlier, coming here really is an experience, whatever event it is, because you walk through this town, and it really is like taking a step back in time, right?
Yes, it's fully immersive. You know, people study history in textbooks normally, but when you come here, you get the full living history experience, which is what we love to do.
I love it. So, reminder of viewers, tomorrow's the last day for All Hallows Eve.
That's
The
right.
events going on and the schedule.
Yes, so All Hallows Eve, it's our 19th century family celebration of Halloween and all the old-fashioned activities and events. People can get their fortune told. They can listen to a bonfire and hear the legend of Sleepy Hollow.
That's my favorite. That's probably my favorite thing to do during All Hallows Eve. It's awesome.
And the Headless Horseman comes out and you get a little...
Spoiler alert!
Yeah, don't worry
Headless
about
Horseman,
it.
don't worry, but it's okay. It's safe for kids, right?
It is. It's great for kids. It's not scary. It's spooky
Yeah.
and fun.
Now, can they dress up?
Kids can dress up, adults can dress up too, so we really want you to get in the Halloween
Right.
spirit.
And where can people get their tickets?
They can get their tickets here at the door,
Okay.
and they can get more information at ohiohistory.org.
If there's one thing that you maybe recommend people to dress up as, what's something that's very good to go along with the theme?
Well, I'll have to think about that,
Yeah?
Cameron.
What do you
but
think? Maybe like a 1890s, like just wear like a bow tie and a
Yes.
scarf and a big jacket?
You could do that. You could also have a masquerade mask.
Oh, the masquerade mask.
That would be pretty cool.
You can pick those up at the dollar store.
Yeah, they're super cheap and easy to wear for everybody.
All right. Well, Emmy, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
We're going to toss it back to you guys,
Okay,
and
should
I
we
see
do
in my
that?
future me keeping this costume. Can I?
Yeah.
I knew it. See, I knew she was going to say yes. This is great. This is my pose.
I like you shot that in black and white.
I know,
Clever.
it's cool. Throwback.
But I think you're right. He does look like the flying monkeys
a little bit.
from The Wizard of Oz.
He does.